What you know about that? Martinez, we finally got man back. Doing his thing at the back. On 2 Qs for fell on his right knee, kalalak. I was like, damn, that's kalalak. Whole season is a balalak. Remember, Kudus celebration and One man got paid back. What you know about that? Martinez, we finally got man back. Doing his thing at the back. On 2 Qs for fell on his right knee, kalalak. I was like, damn, that's kalalak. Whole season is a balalak. Remember, Kudus celebration and One man got paid back. Run that first goal back. Run that second goal back. Run that third goal back. Man, use back, no kalalak. Don't wanna tell me I'm gassed till I hate a shalala. Don't wanna hear none of that. Rasmus Højlund's a bad man, yeah, that's a fella like. West Ham boys got smalalak. They came to the fair, and they got shit back. Yo, this is the OT99 banter room where opinions are shared and smoke gets served. Look, we're back again with another show. I am gassed. Another back-to-back win. Manchester United took the scalp of West Ham, and I am so happy about that because Manchester United needed that payback. Remember when we went down to their ground? A man that Kudus was doing that celebration sitting on the side. They smoked us 2-0. Bowen and Kudus. Look, this is our payback, bro. This is our payback. And they got us at a right time. They thought they're just going to walk over Manchester United once more. But nah, G. That same team that smoked Wolves is the same team that smoked West Ham. And you know what? We need to keep the same team because we're coming for Villa and we're going to smoke Villa too. Look, the biggest thing that Manchester United has got to do is keep this squad healthy. Keep them together because that Martinez injury, it shook this team, man. He's out for like 2 months now. It shook this team. That knee injury, I was worried, you know. I was thinking his season is done potentially. So it was good to even hear that he's out for 2 months. But it's a big 2 months. So someone like Martinez, that is a big loss. And we've lost him again. He's been out for the whole season. Now he's out for another X number of games. I don't know how many games he's going to miss. But 2 months is going to take in. He's going to miss probably, I don't know, 5, 6, 7. I don't know how many games he's going to miss. It's a lot of games that he's going to miss, man. It's a lot. Actually, it may not be that many, you know, because we've got an international break as well still. So hopefully you don't miss as many as I was initially thinking. But look, we need them back ASAP, man. We need them back ASAP. But let's get into it, man. Look, Manchester United, when we played, you know, the lineup against West Ham, the same team, the only change that was made was Varane. And I kind of understood it. Because of Varane's recent track record at Manchester United, we see that, you know, this guy breaks down. It's turning into, it's got a bit of Eric Bailly-ishness to it. You get me? Where he plays a couple of games, he can't manage it and he breaks down, bro. But when he does play, he's usually a star player, star man. That's how Eric Bailly is. It's just that Varane's not as bad, I guess. But, you know, I understood why we made that substitution. I understood why we made that swap. Sorry, not substitution, swap. And that change, you understand? So, you know, we started with a lineup of obviously Martinez and Maguire. Now, obviously, Maguire's been holding his own when he's been starting the games for Manchester United. He hasn't been making too many mistakes recently, to be honest. And him and Evans has been keeping quite a low profile. In actual fact, Evans has been shining, to be fair. People's been giving him his flowers. So I have to rate him, you get me? Because we didn't think he's going to get used that many times when we brought him in. And when he has played, he stepped up to the forefront. And Maguire, the same thing. You understand? But obviously, in the game against West Ham, like there was a time where who was it? Was it Emerson that picked Maguire? And I was just like, oh, not again, man. Because when you got guys with speed, it's just no match for like Maguire's just no match. You get me? And it was on his side. So Maguire got picked, and you just see that. How many times have you seen that picture of Maguire like trying to trek back? And with every stride, the gap just keeps getting wider and wider and wider, bro. And that was what was happening. And luckily for us, Emerson fluffed that shot. He wasn't even looking at any support that may have come to his left or his right or behind him. He just had tunnel vision and he's fluffed it, bruv. And that ball is still flying. It's still transporting up to today, bruv. Flying into Jupiter or Mars, but I was so happy that it was him and it wasn't like a Bowen, Kudus or Paqueta. He wasn't playing, but you know what I mean? I was just so happy that it wasn't one of these guys and it was him, bro, because it's moments like that. Like there was 2 moments in the game that I was just like, damn, like what I can remember anyway, there's probably more. And I'm thinking, damn, like raw, like these early opportunities, man, if West Ham took it, it would have been peak. And one, was the header that Onana saved, and it had a deflection on it as well, which made it extra important, that save, and extra crucial and critical. So I rate Onana for that, because he's been getting a lot of slack, you get me, like he's been getting a lot of negative press, and rightly so, because he's been making a lot of mistakes, but he made an important save, man. I think it was Souček's header, and he made an important save there. And like I said, like that second opportunity where Emerson like fluffed it as well could have changed the dynamics of the game. It really could have. But, you know, I credit Onana for stepping up. He didn't have much to do, but he stepped up and he made that big save. And that's what kept us in the game, you get me? But, you know, how happy are we to see guys like Casemiro, man, and Martinez back in this squad? Like, how happy are we to see these guys back in the squad? Do you understand? That first goal that we scored, Rasmus Højlund, by the way, he took that beautifully. I swear down, this guy turned like 6 man. He turned like 6 man Zuma. You get me? Shimmied him like to one way, pretended like he was gonna shoot, switched it onto his right foot. Boom! You get me? Like bottom corner. Bro, that man got left, you understand? 6 man got derpied, bro, by Rasmus Højlund. And these man had no chance, because when Casemiro, this is why I love Casemiro. Before I go into Rasmus Højlund, this is why I love Casemiro. Casemiro makes that challenge, yeah, but he always seeks to like quickly release the ball to the front runners. Is what he's really good at, doing those defense splitting passes. He has that vision, and he always not always finds his man, but he's always seeking to find his man. He's not just a ball winner and then slow down the tempo. He wins that ball back and he's trying to find his man. He makes an advancing like a forward pass more time than none. Obviously, this goal that Rasmus Højlund scored, it wasn't necessarily from Casemiro making a forward pass, you get me, but he's challenged. So he went on the front foot, he tried to attack from the front foot, which he won that ball, and it led to like, it deflected off his knee, leg or whatever, and it led to Rasmus Højlund picking it up and running at the defense. And what was good about it is we had Rashford on the left, Garnacho on the right. Obviously, they weren't involved in it like that, but what we saw is the fact that they were close to him. And you had like Zuma, I can't remember the other defenders, Emerson or whatever like that. They had their back free, but they were occupied with Rasmus Højlund, Rashford, and Garnacho. So no one could really make that commitment to say, you know what, I'm going to go out and charge Rasmus Højlund and make that tackle. They were kind of backing off, trying to keep their line, but backing off. And that allowed Rasmus Højlund, yeah, the ability to advance the ball forward a few yards as well. And then when eventually one of the defenders decided to engage, he was able to shimmy them on their wrong side, cut, and then smash the ball in the bottom of the net. And that is the really good impact and really good example of like, just having your attack line just in sync with each other. Do you understand? Occupy that defense. Don't just have it like one guy's one in that man and then there's 3-on-1 situations. No, you need to be equal in that playing field, which we did. You understand? And it gave those defenders something else to think about and allowed Rasmus Højlund the freedom. Like if you watch back that goal, you will see like Rashford and Garnacho had a big part to play in that. But Rasmus Højlund, man, let me just talk about Rasmus Højlund. He's back. Rasmus Højlund, yeah. Look, what is he on? 9 goals all comps or double figures now? One of the things, I think he's on 9 or 10, whatever it is. Look, this is a guy where I was thinking, you know what? He's already at that point where I was like, you know what? I'll take maybe 12, 15 goals from him in all comps. He's already on track to doing that and potentially exceeding that. Do you understand? It now just seems like Man United as a whole has found our rhythm and he's found his rhythm. Do you understand? And I'm so happy for him because Rasmus Højlund, like, he's got all the natural attributes to be a top striker and the striker for Manchester United for the next 10 years. For the next 10 years, bro, he's been dropped in and having that baptism of fire, and it's benefiting Rasmus Højlund now. Just like it benefited Garnacho. People are saying Garnacho, yeah, is not a first team player. He's an impact player. That's all he is. Look, we got put in positions where Garnacho now, we had to rely on him more than we wanted to potentially. But because we've had to rely on him, you know, certain players crumble, but certain players thrive. He's been getting that experience, you understand? Thriving. Do you understand? Certain games he will have a bad game, certain games he will have a good game. But what I see about Garnacho, yeah, is he's always trying. He's always willing to run at defenders. He's always willing to take man on. He's always willing to cut inside, run to the byline, always trying. And it's benefiting him. He's growing in stature. He's growing in confidence. He's growing in influence. Garnacho is doing that. He's growing. And now the narrative is changing from him being an impact player to him being a first team player. He started 19 games in a row, bro. That is top business. That shows that the manager has faith in Garnacho. And not only can he play on the right, he's equally as impactful not only can he play on the left, he's equally impactful on the right. And this is what's happening with Rasmus Højlund, because obviously we all know that we wanted two strikers, or we wanted at least a more senior striker. We couldn't get Kane, that was a write-off. We couldn't get our first choice, and therefore we went for Rasmus Højlund. And Rasmus Højlund, the initial thought from all of us, you know, like he might get rotated, he might be mixing and matching with Martial, but we've seen Martial, he isn't able to hold himself together. He got a surgery done now, he's out for X number of weeks, 2 months, 3 months, or whatever like that. He just can't hold himself together, bro. So now Rasmus Højlund is obviously benefiting from that, because he's, in a way, like it's a lot of pressure on his shoulders, but you can see he's taking it up on his shoulders. He's thriving now. Do you understand? He ain't got that competition where he's get himself all on him now, and you can see he's coming into his own now. You get me? It's a situation like Garnacho where he's found himself in a precarious position, and now he's getting that exposure, getting that game time, and he's thriving. Next season, now we could be discussing another discussion. It could be from, we need to be looking at guys like Osimhen and Ivan Toney to wait. Maybe it's looking like Rasmus Højlund might be the guy, and we don't want to mess up his development, and he looks like he's probably ready to lead the line going forward. It may look like that. You understand? We'll see where the season ends. He's got half the season to complete. We'll see how it looks. You understand? Well, just under half a season, but we'll see how it looks. But he's showing all the best. Like, he's just showing he's got the left foot, he's got the right foot, he's got the speed, he's got the strength, he's got the great link-up play, he's got hold-up play, he can header the ball well. Like, he's a complete striker. He drops in deep, links up like his. I don't really see any weaknesses. Obviously, his conversion rate, you know what I mean, he's still rough around the edges in that sense, but he's a young guy. He just turned 21 and he scored on his birthday. You understand? I love that celebration, yeah, that Garnacho did when he got his goal, man. You know that guy never forgets. You understand? He went straight to the stand bit, went to Koch, and then Mainoo went to sit on his side, and then Rasmus Højlund went to sit on his side. And I was looking at these three guys thinking, you guys are the pillar. You guys are the foundation. You guys are the future. You guys are the trio, the trinity, you man. You understand? It would have been in age 18, 19, and 20. But obviously, Rasmus Højlund, that was his birthday. So 18, 19, 21. We got youngsters in this squad, man. And the good, like, as much as I complain about this squad, something's happening in that youth academy, or something's happening with the youth where we're able to, like, either identify the odd talent or, like, nurture the odd talent in the youth. Because think about it. Mainoo, Rasmus Højlund, like I said in the previous video, people are tooting when he came. He was saying how everyone was screaming Mainoo and saying he's a generational talent. Now, where have we heard this generational talent before? Someone that's playing in Getafe. You understand? Or was it Granada? Can't remember. One of the two. Getafe. Yeah, Palestri's confused me. You know what I mean? Generational talent. Now we're hearing generational talent again. Garnacho's up in the scene now. And I don't know if he's been touted as a generational talent, but he's been touted as someone that could be that top quality. Do you understand? And obviously, Manchester United is now producing like Rasmus Højlund now, nurturing him. And hopefully we have top youngsters coming through, man. Top youngsters coming through. All the way, man, leading the line for Manchester United. I like to see this version of Manchester United, you understand? I don't like these whole big boy signings and then them flopping. I like the whole fact that we can go, like, look, the striker market is peak. It's still peak. If we got a bargain with Rasmus Højlund, I'll be very happy. We paid what, 60-something million, 70 million if he achieves all of the, you know, bonuses or whatever it is. This could end up being a bargain, bro. It could end up being a bargain, bro. Considering now to get Ivan Toney, it's gonna cost like nothing short of 100 million. Same with Osimhen. It's gonna be 120, 100 and like, no, actually he had a buyout clause in his one, so I don't know what that is. Maybe it is like 100, but you understand, 100 is around the mark. So we got Rasmus Højlund for like 70 or whatever. Look, could end up being a bargain. That's all I'm saying, man. Could end up being a bargain. Could end up being a bargain. Look, Scotty as well. I'll talk about Rasmus Højlund, not Rasmus Højlund, Erik ten Hag. Look, all season, yeah, we've been talking about how poor Eric Ten Hag, his in-game management has been, his decision making has been poor. Even just in the last game where we talked about against Wolves, where Wolves defended a corner deep into extra time, he's committed so many guys forward. Do you know what I mean? Well, I don't know if it's him or the players that's taken up on their shoulders to do that, but I didn't see him jumping on the sideline saying, "Get back," did I? Do you understand? So, and then we got hit in the counter attack. You understand? And the Wolves equalized. And it's just in-game management has been bad. It's been poor. It's nothing like when he, his first season when he was everything he touched was goal. Do you understand? We got so many goals from substitutions that Eric Ten Hag made. Do you understand? So it's good to see now in the last couple of games. And I know that obviously that Wolves game was stress. He brought on Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay had an impact, instant goal header. This game, he took off Kobe Mainoo. Certain people will be thinking, like, raising their brows again, thinking, why are you taking off Kobe Mainoo? Like, Kobe Mainoo, the boy wonder. He brings on Scott McTominay for him. Scott McTominay, he closes down. I can't remember who he closes down. I can't remember who it was. Wins the ball back. Goes in the ascendancy, forward run, finds Garnacho. Garnacho takes it, cuts inside, smash. You get me? Seals the game. That's 2 times now Scott McTominay's had influence in the game off the bench, and that's 2 times Eric Ten Hag has chose the right moment to bring in Scott McTominay. Do you understand? So I have to commend Eric Ten Hag and give him his flowers for doing that. Do you understand? Because look, it's not easy, man. He's under immense pressure, Eric Ten Hag. Immense pressure. That anything he does now will be scrutinized. He's walking a fine line. Do you understand? So I'm glad that now he can start to see some joy, because from game week one, it's been a pressure cooker for Eric Ten Hag. It really has, man. It really has. We've been hearing that sacking talk, and when you hear that sacking talk, there's no smoke without fire. It starts building and building and building. Before you know it, Ineos is saying Graham Potter or De Zerbi or whatever manager is coming in to take his place. So I'm happy that at least he can just put that to the back of his mind and have something to like be happy about, something to be joyous about. And that win against West Ham, man, was a really, really, really good win, man. It really was, man. But I guess the downer in all of that, in all of this, is Martinez, man. Look, Martinez, like, we can't afford to lose Martinez. I started it off like that. We can't afford to lose this guy. He's so influential in how we play out from the back. He's so influential in those forward passes and playing through the lines. He's just so influential. Like him, Casemiro as well, playing those forward passes as well, just supporting guys like Mainoo, supporting guys like Eriksen, supporting guys like Bruno. They really have a big impact. Do you understand? And it's just, I'm just glad that it wasn't anything twisted or broken. It was just like a jarred knee, and hopefully we get him back soon. Do you understand? But I have to give a big shout out to Diogo Dalot, man. Big shout out to Luke Shaw, but especially Diogo Dalot, man. He's on smoke now, man. He's hitting that form that he hit when we was like, oh no, he's the most informed fullback in the league. He's hitting that form again, man. He's going forward. Like, that challenge that he made. You know that challenge where it was almost a certain goal? I forgot. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. It looked like a certain goal. He kept running back, slide tackle, boom. That's equally as much as a goal scored. That challenge. I was cheering it like a goal scored, man. Diogo Dalot, man, showing that pace. You understand? And look, and this is the thing about Diogo Dalot, man, because in the past I've been like, you know what, we need better with the fullbacks. We can't have this inconsistencies. You know, we need better. We need top fullbacks. You look at Udogie, Tottenham, and them man's there, and you look at their fullbacks if Pedro going forward, Porro. You know, we look at guys like Walker. You know, we look at these, man, and you're just like, raw, like, we need our own. Like, we've got guys that are okay, but just not quite there. You know, some days is a good day, some days is a bad day. And obviously, I've been looking at how Wan-Bissaka is. I've been looking at how Diogo Dalot is. But then you have to look at Diogo Dalot and look at his age, man. He's only 24. And he's versatile. He can play on the right. He can play on the left. And it gives you a headache, because when he goes and performs like that, you're just like, we can't actually sell this guy. You understand? We can't actually sell this guy. It's actually Malacia who we got on what it seemed like a bargain. That has probably got to be one of the guys that we've got to be looking at to get rid. or even Wan-Bissaka. Do you know what I mean? Especially now that we're linked to the Elise, you know, if Manchester United and the recruiters, whatever, Ineos or whatever, really want to bring an Elise, they're probably going to be looking at Aaron Wan-Bissaka as some sort of deal, not a swap deal, but it may be like, oh yeah, we have first dibs on Wan-Bissaka, you give us Elise. Do you understand? So look, but I have to give a shout out to him. But my man of the match anyway, man. Woo, bro, my man of the match. Man. I have to give it to Rasmus Højlund, man. Bad man, Rasmus Højlund. Man, Rasmus Højlund. He's back in this setup. He's back in the fold. He's announced himself, man. He really has announced himself. And I'm here for it, man. So shout out Rasmus Højlund, man. Long may it continue. Keep doing what you're doing. And we're going to keep supporting you, man. And hopefully you can hit the 20s. You get me? In a couple of years' time, you start hitting the 30s. And we're here all for it, man. So shout out Rasmus Højlund. Special shout out to Diego Dalot, Luke Shaw, Casemiro, Martinez, all the man them. Garnacho, can't forget him. Even though he scored 2. You understand? I still give it to Rasmus Højlund, man. I still give it to him. But look, we're 6th in the league now. We're chasing the pack, man. Look, and I'm so happy that those 2 wins that we got were so vital, because we could have been looking at it like, raw. We're more closer to the bottom than we are to the top. We could have been talking about Manchester United being in 10th, 11th, 12th place by this time. So it's good to know, man, that we're 6th spot. Get me? Closing down that gap, man. We just need to keep moving, keep pushing. Don't watch anyone else. Don't watch Tottenham. Don't watch what Brighton, Newcastle, anyone's doing. Just keep pushing. Aston Villa, just keep pushing. You get me? Tunnel vision. And I believe we can close the gap. Like if we can keep the team fit, that's our main biggest issue. If we can keep the team fit, I see Manchester United having something to look forward to in getting top 4. But if, you know, Aston Villa's on smoke, you know, it's a tough ask. I reckon that at least minimum will be 5th spot, top 5, man. And hopefully we can get into Champions League that way. You know what I mean? Hopefully we can get into Champions League that way, you know. And just continue this cup run as well, man. Continue the cup run, the FA Cup run, man. Look, anything's possible when we got this team fighting fit. Do you understand? All on job. You know, no one was expecting Arsenal to take the scalp of Liverpool, and they did as well. Liverpool's in red hot form. Do you know what I mean? You just got to stick to your game plan, turn up, man, and anything could happen. And Manchester United, man, we just need to keep going in the same vein of form, man. The same vein of form. And you know what? Anything is possible. Anything really is possible. Like Manchester United, I'm happy, man. I'm happy that we could be making videos that I'm proud about. You understand? So bring on Villa, man. Bring on Villa. We're away. That's going to be a tough game. Aston Villa at home is not a joke. Not a joke. But we need to bring it to them. Luton again. That's a team that everyone wants to avoid, man. Again, we're playing them away from home. It is not going to be easy. It is not going to be easy, man. Like, Luton is just not a joke. Not a joke. We saw the game that they gave Newcastle. Newcastle were lucky and they fought hard. And I commend Newcastle for that. But we saw what Luton was doing to them, man. We saw Luton smoke Brighton as well, man. We saw Luton smoke Everton. We saw Luton they're just taking points of everyone. They're in real good vein of form. So it's not easy, man. And obviously Fulham as well can be tricky as well. Jimenez and that. So look, and then City, like, the games just don't get easy, is my point. Like, there's just tough games week in, week out for Manchester United. And we need to keep these guys fighting fit. No more injuries. And we just need to be taking this game by game. Do you understand? And then who knows where we'll end up, man, come end of the season, man. So look, I'm looking forward to it, man. Manchester United, we're out here, man. Until next time, guys, remember to like, comment and subscribe. Let me know who your man of the match was. Let me know what your thoughts was in our next upcoming fixtures, man. Where do you think we're going to be finishing in those? Like, what do you think the result's going to be? Like, Villa, do you understand? Luton, Fulham, City, like, that's mad. Let me know what your thoughts are, man. Do you think we're going to finish 5th? Do you think we're going to finish 6th? Drop a comment, man. Let me know, man. Like, comment and subscribe. But until next time, peace.